Hello students, we are going to discuss the O-Level paper of 2015 English language. You have to answer all the questions. There are two parts in your English paper, paper 1 and paper 2. Each paper carries 8 tests altogether. There will be 16 tests. You have to answer them all. Okay, we'll see the tests. First one, test 1. Complete the dialogue between Suji and Rasika. Underline the most suitable word given within brackets. The first one is done for you. Rasika, have you blank your essay on computers? Have you written your essay on computers? That is the example. So let's continue this. No, not. තාම නැහැ කියලායි කියන්න ඕන. No, not yet. I have to write. තව paragraph එකක් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ another paragraph. I have to write another paragraph. I will do it tonight. Have you finished writing yours? Yes, Rasika. Can you read my essay and correct the mistakes? Mistakes ටික correct කරලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්ද? Not making the mistakes. Sure, I can do it now. Thank you very much. This is very easy. You can earn all the 5 marks for this one. Then let's move to test 2. Read what the class teacher of grade 11 said about her pupils. Complete the sentences. The first one is done for you. Here you have to put the letter of the answer here. Chandra is a clever boy. He is very good at mathematics. That is the example. Next one. Manuri is a wonderful storyteller. What is the answer? Stories are very interesting. That is A. Gayan is an excellent artist. His paintings are beautiful. B. Rohini has a great talent for singing. It is a pleasure to listen to her. F. Lahiro is a fluent speaker. His speeches attract the audience. D. Pramoda is kind and understanding. She is always ready to help others. E. When you are doing these tests, either you can go with your past paper books. That means you can do your past paper and join the discussion, or else you can just pause the video and find the answers. Then play back the video. Find your answers, whether your answers are correct or not. Okay. Now let's move to test 3. Complete the sentences by putting the words within brackets in the right order. The first one is done for you. Here the words are jumbled. You have to connect them correctly to make a correct sentence. First one, my ambition. My ambition is to be a musician. Second one, I have already have පිටිපස්සේ past participle එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. What is it? Started following a course. Next one, third one, I started learning music when I was young. Number 4, I can play a violin and a guitar too. I think music is a good way to relax. Number 6, my music teacher tells me to continue with my music. Now I'm sure you have added another 5 marks. Test 4. The following pictures show what Salia did last Sunday. Write a sentence about each picture. Use the words given below the picture. Each sentence must have at least 5 words. The first one is done for you. This is the way they gave picture description or test 3 or 4 in the previous years. But now they are going to give you a picture and they are going to give you a paragraph with blanks where you have to put the correct answers, where you have to fill the blanks correctly. But this is the way they gave earlier. Let's do this one now. drink milk morning. Salia drank a glass of milk in the morning. So this is in the past tense. Remember what Salia did last Sunday. So you have to continue writing these in past tense. We'll say this one. Go, fair mother. What can you say? Salia went to the fair with his mother. We can say like that. Or else we can say Salia and mother went to the fair. Any grammatically correct answer relevant to the picture is correct if you have added all these three words in it. Number 3. Walk, fish, stall, mother. What is the answer? Sally and his mother walked to the fish stall. He walked to the fish stall with his mother. Next one, take ice cream, mother. Salia took an ice cream from his mother. Next one, number 5, carry bags, bus stop. He helped his mother to carry the bags to the bus stop. Or else, Salia and his mother carried the bags to the bus stop. Final one, help man cross. Salia helped a man to cross the road, or you can say he helped a man to cross the road. Each sentence consists of 1 mark. Altogether there will be 5 marks. Then test 5. You received the following messages last Monday. They are not given in the order they were received. Read them and answer the questions. Before reading them, let's put this in order. What is the earliest one? 7 a.m. 7:10 a.m. Then 8:15 a.m. Then 9:16 a.m. 6:20 p.m. Finally 10 p.m. That is the order. So this is about getting ready for a debate. This is about going to a movie. This is about meeting chief clerk. This is about something about bike. This is about health. Look at the questions. When was the first message received? At 7:10 a.m. Who is concerned about your health? It is this one. Who was it? Amila. Then what is the film you are invited to watch? This was the movie. It was My Fair Lady. According to the last message received, what must you do? This is the last message. It was practice for the debate or practice with the team. Practicing for the debate with the team. Where should you go on Friday? To Mr. Pereira's office in Kandy. 5 marks altogether. Then let's see test 6. You received the following note from your friend Mevan. This is the note. Dear friend, we are moving to a new house. I need you. Please meet me, Mevan. Mevan's note doesn't tell you anything much. You need to ask some questions. Write your reply. Include the following. Thank him for the note. Ask questions about leaving the old house and the new house. Express willingness to meet. Give a date. Willingness කියන්නේ කැමැත්ත. You have to tell that you want to meet him. Okay, let's write the note. What you have to write here? Mevan. Then you can say, thank him for the note. Thank you very much for your note. I was surprised to hear that you are leaving the house. You can add that also. Then you have to ask the questions. Why are you leaving there? Where is your new house? When are you leaving? I'd love to come and help you. Let's meet tomorrow at your place. You had to write your name. For this part, we get 5 marks. For content, 2 marks. And for language, 3 marks. You have to write correct sentences with correct grammar, good vocabulary, and less mistakes. Therefore, you can get 3 marks for the language. And if you have written the note in the correct format, and if you have added all these points in it, you will get 2 marks for the content. Altogether, 5 marks. Next one is test 7. It is a simple reading activity. There will be a comprehension activity following this. Read the following text and answer the questions. We have visitors this morning, the teacher said. A journalist and a photographer from a newspaper are coming. They are going to write an article about our school and take some photos. Some of you will be in them. Dasun shouldn't be in the photos. We would need a magnifying glass to see him, Chatu said when the teacher went out of the class for a second. Dasun is small in size. His classmates always make jokes about his size. Dasun grinned even though Chatu's comment was painful. He always grinned when people made jokes at that, like that. He understood they didn't mean to hurt his feelings. The people from the newspaper arrived. Call me Salika, the journalist said. She had long hair and looked very pretty. I'm Senaka, the photographer said. He carried a camera with a huge lens. While chatting with the students, Sarika said that a journalist has to write clearly and truthfully. She invited the students to ask questions. Kavindu asked, "Who is the most amazing person you have interviewed?" "Oh, the most amazing person, a 100-year-old lady who was learning to use a computer," she answered. Then Senaka told the children to get ready for a photograph. He told Dasun to come forward and focus the camera on him. The children were surprised. "Is it because he is short?" asked Nalina. "No, it's because he has got a smile which is a mile long and he is the happiest kid here," Senaka said. Now here are the questions. What do the visitors to Dasun's school hope to do? Write an article about their school. That is the answer. Write the sentence which says that Chatu's rude comment was hurtful. චතුගේ කමෙන්ට් එකෙන් එයාට එක රිදන එකක් කියලා කොහොමද දැනගත්තේ? Dasun grinned even though Chatu's comment was painful. This one. Next, according to Salika, what is the duty of a journalist? To write clearly and truthfully. Next one. What 4 words describe the 100-year-old lady? The most amazing person. A smile which is a mile long means to smile good-naturedly. 5 marks, 1 for each. Next one, test 8, the final test of your paper 1. Write a paragraph on one of the following. Use about 50 to 60 words. One is the importance of water. The other is trees are our friends. Third one, what are good habits? What is important for all of us? We use water for different purposes. What is very valuable and it is very limited, so we have to protect them. That is the main ideas you should include here. You can write a simple composition here. Second one, trees are our friends. Trees are very useful. They provide us these things. They supply us oxygen, so that we should protect them in return. Like that you can write about the second topic. And for third one, there are many good habits we should practice. There are health habits and there are habits you should perform as a good citizen. Okay, this one also contains 5 marks, for content 2 marks, and for language 3 marks. I think all of you can earn those 5 marks because you have practiced these types of questions for a number of times. We'll do paper 2 now. Test 9. The following notice has been written by Zulekha for the class notice board. There is a mistake in each sentence. Rewrite the sentences correcting the mistake. The first one is done for you. Look at this one. Notice for grade 9 students. First one, grammar practices begins tomorrow. Practices is plural, so you can't use the verb in the singular form. Correct one is grammar practices begin tomorrow. Second one, be prepared to stay after school. No, be prepared to stay after school is the correct answer. Third one, parents' letter of permission are needed. Letter of permission, there is a singular one, so you can't use are here. Parents' letter of permission is needed. Number 4, lunch is providing at the hostel. Lunch is provided at the hostel. passive voice. Next one, number 5, meet on the main hall at 2 p.m. You don't use the preposition on to describe about a place. So, correct one should be meet at the main hall at 2 p.m. Final one, the principal will address the students. Principal, the person principal, you have to use PAL. The principal will address the students. 1 mark for each sentence. So altogether 5 marks. Let's move to activity 10. Select a word from the box which has a similar meaning to the phrase given within the brackets and write it in the space given. There are 3 extra words. Look at the words beliefs, healing, moral, diagnose, treatment, examining, unethical, remedies. So let's go through the paragraph. Hippocrates was a teacher of medicine. He learned traditional methods of, within brackets they have given the process of making a sick person healthy. What is it? Healing. He learned traditional methods of healing. But his things that he thought to be right are the beliefs. But his beliefs were quite different from his father's. He believed that a patient should be thoroughly examined in order to identify the nature, diagnose. In order to diagnose his illness, he taught his pupils to keep a record of patients' progress and the medical care means treatment. He also laid down rules to guide his pupils. Right and correct means moral. Moral conduct. That part also carries 5 marks. Then test 11. Study the following extract from a dictionary page and answer the questions. This is a reading and comprehension, so you have to read this one. We look at the words only. Bankruptcy, banner, bannock, bands, banquet, banquet hall, banshee, banter, bantu, banyan, baptism, baptist, again baptist, and baptize. We'll see the questions. Find a word for the following phrase. A wide piece of cloth with a message in it. Here it is. What is it? Banner. Write the name of an English food item. Food item. Here it is. A flat bread roll made from oats. It is bannock. Next one. What is the meaning of the following phrase? How like a banshee. What is it? To make a lot of unpleasant noise by shouting or crying. That is the answer. Write a word which can be used both as a noun and an adjective. It is here noun and adjective. That is Baptist. Find a word for a group of languages spoken in certain parts of Africa. That is this one, Bantu. Languages are a group of related languages spoken in Central and Southern Africa. So you will get totally 5 marks if you have written all the 5 answers correct. This is test 12. Fill in the blanks in the following text using the words given in the box. We'll see the words. Astonished, world, replied, your, honesty, ordered, is, the, but, water, that, me, stepped, dishonesty. One evening, when Sudhara went to fetch water, he saw the wisest old man in his village, meditating near the river. Sudhara sat close by and watched him. When he saw Sudhara, he asked, Son, what do you want? There is so much blank and evil. What is it? Dishonesty and evil in this world. Where shall I find the path to truth? Asked Sudhara. The man stepped into the river and ordered, bring some water for me to bathe. Sudhara was astonished. You are immersed in water, but you still want more water to bathe. How strange is that? The wise man replied, you are right. That gives the answer to Your question, truth and honesty are inside the heart of a man. Look within yourself and you will find them. Half mark for each answer, and totally you will get 7 marks. Test 13. Use the correct form of the verb to complete the dialogue. The first one is done for you. This is a dialogue between Dinith and Sumudu. Good morning, I am Dinith Liyanage. Good morning, I am Sumudu. So, you ran a fundraising campaign for poverty alleviation. Your name was mentioned several times at the meeting yesterday. Oh, really? I'm here to discuss a new project we are launching or are going to launch or will launch very soon. I'm curious. Tell me about what you have done so far. Here, you have to make the answers according to the verb they have given within the brackets. Remember that? Well, the unemployed youth in our area have been provided with opportunities to be self-employed. I'm happy to say most of them are earning a living now. අපි opportunities දීලා තියෙනවා ඒ නිසා දැන් යාලා living එක earn කරගනිමින් ඉන්නවා. Women too were given a helping hand last year to begin a cottage industry of their liking. Women ලටත් helping hand එකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. That is in passive voice. Well done. Let's discuss this further after a cup of tea. You have to have a clear idea about tenses and active voice, passive voice to answer these types of questions. Altogether, there should be 5 marks. Then let's move to test 14. Here there are 2 choices. First one is a letter, second one is a description. This is a bar graph. A program to promote the saving habit among school children organized by the Commerce Society of your school was held last month. Write a letter to your friend in Australia giving information about the program. Use about 100 words. මුලින් මේ Commerce Society එක ගැන එහෙම ලියලා තිබුණාට මේක formal letter එකක් නෙමෙයි. You are writing the letter to your friend in Australia, so this should be an informal letter. You should have the knowledge of the format of an informal letter to write this one. Organizers, Commerce Society. Date, guest speaker, participant, activities. You have to include all those points to get full marks. You have to write grammatically correct sentences. Or else you can select this one. The following bar chart shows the sales of 5 different items available at your school bookshop. Study the bar chart and write a description about it. Use about 100 words. The following words will help you. They have given you a list of words. You have to use them when you are writing the description. There's a clear graph. You have to discuss about this. We have done so many activities related to this. So I'm sure you will learn all the 10 marks for this question. For content, 3 marks. Language, 3 marks. Format and organization, 2 marks. Again, mechanics of writing, 2 marks. If you can't remember how to describe a graph, you have to refer the previous lessons and the descriptions you have read. Okay, let's move to activity 15, test 15. This is the reading comprehension, the big one. Read the text and answer the questions. Let's go through this quickly. This story tells us about a circle of joy. One day, a poor man in the village knocked hard on the gate of a rich man's house. When the security guard opened the gate, he was given a magnificent bunch of grapes. Friend, these are the finest grapes my vineyard has provided this year. I have come to give them to you as a gift. Thank you. I will take them to my boss immediately. He will be delighted with this offering. No, I brought them for you, for whenever I knock the gate, it is you who opens it. When I needed help because my crop was destroyed by drought, you gave me a lot of support every day. The guard held the bunch of grapes and spent the entire morning admiring it. Then he decided to give the gift to his boss, who was a good man. The boss was very pleased with the grapes and thought of giving it to his sick brother who was in the same house. He said to himself, "Who knows, they may bring some joy to this life." And that is what he did. But the grapes didn't stay in the sick man's room for long, for he reflected, "The nurse has looked after me for so long, feeding me the best meals and caring for me with gentleness and a lot of patience. See, she certainly will enjoy these." The nurse was amazed at the beauty of the grapes, so perfect that no one would appreciate them more than the kind doctor who looked after the sick without expecting any financial benefits. Many in the village regarded him with love and respect. He would be the best qualified to value this marvel of nature. The doctor, in turn, gave the grapes to his intern, a young man learning to take his place. When the intern received them, he thought of the guard at the rich mansion, who always opened the gate for him and carried his bag when he went to see the sick person lying there. So just before nightfall, he took them to the guard. "Eat and enjoy them, for you spend most of your time alone here, and you deserve these grapes." The guard understood that the grapes were really destined for him and ate each of the grapes. Thus the circle was closed, the circle of happiness and joy, which always shines brightly around generous people. So that's all. We look at the questions. First one, say whether the following statements are true or false by writing T or F against each of them. They have to write T or F, so you can't put any ticks or crosses. You just have to write capital T or capital F. Okay, the story tells us how a sick person recovered as the grapes brought him joy to his life. Now, that is F. How a bunch of grapes found its way back to the person who deserved it. Yes, that is true. T. About a gatekeeper who ate the grapes without any consideration for others. No. F. About a circle of joy and happiness which people who are generous can relate. Yes, that is T. Half mark for each. 2 marks together. Then complete the sentence using 3 words from the text. The kind-hearted doctor served people but didn't expect. That should be any financial benefits. Next one, answer the questions. Why did the guard give the grapes to his boss? Because he was a good man. That was there in the passage. When did the intern hand over the grapes to the guard? Just before nightfall. Write 2 things that the guard did for the young doctor. Opened the gate, carried his bag. Those are the 2 things. Find 2 phrases from the passage that describe the grapes. Magnificent bunch, the finest grapes, marvel of nature. You can write any 2. 7th one, what do the following words in the passage refer to? My in line 4 and you in line 8. Line 4, my. My means poor man's. Line 8, you. You means the guard. Altogether, there should be 8 marks for test 15. Then the final test, test 16. There are 4 choices here. You can choose one and write on it. You have to use about 200 words. First one is an article to a newspaper. So you should write it attractively. Then a speech you would make at the school literary association. So you have to begin it as a speech and you have to end it as a speech and an essay. So it is an essay. Then D is a dialogue. Whatever you choose, you have to include all the points they expect you to write. Then only you will get complete marks for that test. For content, you will get 5 marks. For language, you will get 5 marks. For the format and organization, you will get 2 marks. For mechanics of writing, you will get 3 marks. You should write a good essay with correct grammar, good vocabulary, correct punctuation marks, well-connected sentences, well-organized one, and you have to use nice mechanics of writing. Now you can add your marks. I'm sure you have got good marks. Good luck for you all. You can go for an A. You can get good results. We'll meet with another lesson. Goodbye.